Good morning, all. Today we'll be discussing the topic of contraception. Contraception is prevention of conception without abstinence from coitus. The different methods of contraception are temporary and permanent. Temporary, it has different types. The physiological methods include rhythm method, coitus interruptus, and prolonged lactation. Whereas the mechanical methods include in male it is condoms and in females it is diaphragm. The chemical methods include hormonal methods and the various intrauterine contraceptive devices. First we will discuss the physiological methods. The first of it is rhythm method. Ovulation occurs at 14 days of a 28 days of regular menstrual cycle. A day on either side of ovulation is the most fertile period. Rest of the menstrual cycle is considered safe period. Here in this method, sexual intercourse is confined to safe period. The advantages are that the cost is nil. It is harmless as no drugs are used. Disadvantages are that the calculation of safe period will be difficult in case of illiterate people, and in some females they have irregular cycles. So again the calculation of safe period will be difficult. Failure rate is very high, that is 15%. Second is coitus interruptus or withdrawal technique. Withdrawal of penis just before ejaculation of sperms. The disadvantage of this method is slight mistake in withdrawal timing can lead to failure, and there is much of psychological disturbances. The failure rate of this is 6 to 7%. Third is prolonged lactation. When a female continues to breastfeed a child, there is lactational amenorrhea for at least 6 months. Mechanical or barrier or conventional method. First one is condoms in male. It is a mechanical method to prevent the live sperm from meeting the ovum. The advantages are it is easy to use, it is free from side effects, and it provides protection against sexually transmitted diseases also. Disadvantages: this method is effective only if the device is used consistently and carefully, and some persons may be allergic to the material of the condom. The failure rate of this method is 2 to 3%. Second is diaphragm in females. Diaphragm fits high up in vagina and thus prevents the entry of the sperm. Advantages: it is harmless and easy to use. It prevents many venereal diseases and sexually transmitted diseases. Disadvantages: trained person is required for its insertion, and second, it can cause local infection, irritation, and sometimes allergic reactions also. The failure rate is 2%. Chemical methods. Sperms generally require alkaline medium for proper motility. Chemicals that create acidic medium in the vagina decrease the sperm motility. Douches, spermicidal jellies, polyurethane foam sponge, which is saturated with spermicide monoxyl 9, can be used to create acidic medium. The advantages of this method: it is easy to use and less costly. But disadvantages are it is very messy, and also it can cause irritation and allergic reaction. So there may be non-compliance on part of the patient. The failure rate is high, 12%. Hormonal methods includes oral contraceptive pills and injectable progesterone. Hormonal methods. Oral contraceptive pills in females. The first of it is classical pills or the combined pills. It contains orally active progesterone, non-testosterone, and small amounts of estrogen, ethynine estradiol. Pills are given for 21 consecutive days, beginning from the 5th day of menstrual cycle. For next 7 days, placebo is given. The mechanism of action: it acts by the action on hypothalamus and inhibits the secretion of LH, thereby inhibiting ovulation. It also makes the cervical mucus thick, which is then hostile for sperms, and it induces endometrial changes that prevent implantation of blastocyst. The failure rate is 0.25%. Sequential pills. It involves administration of high dose of estrogen for 15 days followed by 5 days of estrogen plus progesterone. The mechanism of action. It inhibits ovulation by suppressing the release of FSH and LH. Disadvantages. This increases the incidence of carcinoma of endometrium, and the failure rate is 0.32%. Administration of large doses of estrogen. Decrease FSH level with multiple irregular bursts of LH. No single mid-cycle peak, and it produces an ovulatory cycle. Mini pill or micro pill. Administration of low dose of progesterone through whole of the menstrual cycle. It does not inhibit ovulation. The mechanism of action is it acts on the endometrium or the cervical mucus, and it also decreases the motility of the fallopian tube. The failure rate is 1.2%. Postcoital or morning after pill. Within 48 hours after unprotected intercourse, 2 pills of combined pills immediately and 2 pills 12 hours later prevents conception. The disadvantages of the contraceptive pills are: first, long-term use leads to high risk of thromboembolic episodes. It precipitates diabetes mellitus, and it also increases the risk of hypertension. Male contraceptive. Drugs which inhibit spermatogenesis. Gossypol, which is a phenolic compound that inhibits lactate dehydrogenase. Testosterone, high dose of it can decrease sperm count. Disadvantages: these drugs are too toxic and can cause sodium and water retention. Now, injectable implants of progesterone. Here, it is the drug progesterone is inserted below the skin, and it releases the progesterone slowly on a daily basis. It prevents pregnancy for 5 years. Intrauterine contraceptive devices. Implantation of a foreign device into the uterine cavity for contraceptive purposes is called intrauterine contraceptive devices. A device can be metal or plastic. Mechanism of action: it spreads in the passage of the fertilized ovum and prevents its implantation in the endometrium. It disturbs the orderly sequential changes occurring in the endometrium. It is of 3 varieties: non-medicated, which is known as first generation, medicated, second generation, and hormonal, that is third generation. Non-medicated, first generation. Lippus loop, which is double S-shaped, made up of polyethylene, which is non-toxic and non-reactive. A fine nylon thread is attached to it, which projects into the vagina after insertion, and the failure rate of it is 1.3%. Medicated, second generation. Copper T. It is a T-shaped device containing copper but no hormones. It acts by altering the composition of the cervical mucus and decreases sperm motility. Copper is toxic to sperms. They can be used for a max of 3 years. Advantages: no hormones, and it can also be used as an emergency contraceptive measure. Disadvantages: it causes heavy menstrual blood flow and cramps. Failure rate is 1.5%. Hormonal, third generation. It contains hormone progesterone, makes cervical mucus thick, also endometrium unfavorable for implantation. This device works for 5 to 10 years. Advantages: menstrual bleeding is less, but A disadvantage is that there may be development of asymptomatic ovarian cyst. Failure rate in the first year of use is 0.1% to 0.2%, which is less. Complications of IUCD. It can lead to ectopic pregnancy and perforation of the uterus. Side effects are bleeding during insertion due to injury, and it can also lead to intrauterine infection. Permanent methods. In males, vasectomy. Bilateral ligation of vas deferens is known as vasectomy. Advantages: it is relatively safe and convenient. Disadvantages: 50% of vasectomized patients develop antibodies against sperm. So later, if the patient wants to restore his fertility, the success rate is only 50% post patency of vas deferens. In females, tubectomy. Bilateral ligation of fallopian tubes. It can be done by two methods: abdominal tubal ligation and laparoscopic tubal ligation. Advantages: it is safe, convenient, and a permanent method. Failure rate is 0.05% to 0.01%, which is very less. This is a figure of the various devices and various methods which are used for contraception. The first one is condom, second is vaginal diaphragm, and the third is cervical cap. Then intrauterine devices, it is Lippus loop and copper T. These all are the temporary method, whereas the other two figures, that is tubectomy and vasectomy, are the permanent method of contraception. Thank you.